Hannah Diem, her mom, speaking with PBA superstar Jason Belmonte. 385-319. Hannah Diem from Seminole, Florida, is the U12 Girls Gold Championship winner. Now to the boys division. And Edgar Burgos will take on Anthony Mastriani. Edgar from Puerto Rico. Dorado will start our match. Big backswing. Boys division underway. Nice help on the center and a strike for Edgar.
Young gentleman, just 12 years old, the power he creates. Going to be an exciting match, I'm sure.
Anthony Mastriani from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. His first shot. I like that ball through. I like that result. All 10 down. Big difference in the backswing between these two young bowlers, Kelly.
Yeah, both boys, age of 12, but look at their styles. Edgar almost vertical, directly above his head. Anthony just a little bit above shoulder leverage. Hand goes out. Both left arms are forward. But again, they create so much power. Anthony a little less rotation. Edgar really accelerates the bottom of his swing from that height to create a lot of velocity and a lot of power.
1-2-8, little double wood here for Anthony. Nicknamed the Meatball or Mini Mop. He likes them both. Here's Meatball mostly from his classmates.
Yeah, he said everybody watching through Extra Frame this week just say, "Go Meatball, go."
But he doesn't like meatballs that much.
He doesn't, no.
Nice cover. 1-2-8 mark for Anthony. A nice chat with Mom Nicole talking all about her young son. So proud to see him get this far. Same for Edgar. Dad Edgar Sr. is his coach and a longtime bowler.
Yeah, his dad bowled for Team Puerto Rico a few years back, but really kind of retired and wanted to dedicate himself to coaching his young children. Daughter at Norfolk University, and Edgar competing in junior gold.
Wishing that one back to the pocket and get some help as the 7 goes down. I like the Maple Moxie. Let's take a look at the USBC Bowling Academy road to the finals and see how these young superstars got this far.
Edgar Burgos, 422-382 over Brandon Bone, one of the well-known youngsters from Parker Bone's younger son. Anthony Mastriani, 346, Alex Horton. And here they are meeting in the championship match. 2-game pin total will determine your U12 boy national junior gold champion.
Wow. Blitzing right through that pocket with some power. That backswing so impressive. And first 3 strikes to begin the match here for Edgar.
Wow, a little off balance of the line. He's right around board 13-14, down right about 43, 44 feet. Little knee kick, little hand pump. Early lead out of the gate for Edgar.
I like the on-lane energy for Edgar. Anthony finds success in the pocket as well.
Let's look at Anthony's game from behind. Standard 4-step approach. Great leverage at the foul line. Left arm goes out. Not a lot of rotation. Keeps the ball right on line. Right around board 12 down there, about 40 feet, 43 feet. Both boys different in their athleticism. Anthony's got a lot of power within his entire body. Edgar uses a lot of his legs to generate some ball speed and power.
Anthony wants to double, not this time. 3-pin stands for Anthony Mastriani. Brother Michael is a bowler at Robert Morris of Illinois. Chicago, that bowling powerhouse on that team.
Yeah, this one again just left off his hand inside of his target. Hits very, very high on the head pin here. Could have been the 3-10 baby split, but luckily some wood in the background kicked it out, leaving only the 3-pin to convert. He said making spares is one of his biggest assets.
Which he does there. You saw his schools of choice. Now he's only 12 years old. A while to think about that, but his brother's school in Chicago and also powerhouse Wichita State. So here comes Edgar, who has had an incredible start. This is a 2-game match, total pinfall for the winner. Take home the national championship. Look to the front 4. And has it. What a start for Edgar Burgos from Puerto Rico. And Dad loves it.
He's coaching him every shot there. A little bit of information coming from him right now. Not really sure what that is, if he's going to make a ball change or Make sure the thumb hole is right.
That's Jorelis, Edgar's sister, right next to Dad. Jorelis, a bowler, as Kelly mentioned, at Norfolk State. She's got the Spartan bowling sweatshirt on here. How about the front five, young man? No way. That's going to be a tough 4-7-10. Very difficult split. We'll see how Edgar responds.
Yeah, that delivery needed a little bit of help. Again, both boys on the left lane inside a target. I'm not sure if that left lane is playing a little bit more aggressively than the right. Comes up high in the head pin, had some push before, but he again leaves a 4-7-10. Routinely, you know, hit the ball on the left side of the 4 pin, try to slide it over, convert the 10. He's going to go to urethane to make the spare.
Tough one. Across the deck, and the 10 stands, so it is an early open. But remember, this is a 2-game total pinfall match. Long way to go, just getting started. And the lead reduced to 15 pins in game 1. Anna Diem won the girls U12 national championship. 385-319 total pinfall win in 2 games to open things up here. Got a little mop, take advantage. There's a 7 pin, avoids the split. Mini mop, as he's known.
Yeah, both players seem to control the pocket very, very well. Just a little bit light on the head pin. Usually the ball would go into the 5 pin, right into the 8 pin, or sorry, deflect into the 9. 5 pin would go right into the 8 pin and take it out. Light hit, 5-7, but knocks out the 1 pin, leaves a 7 pin. It's got a hook.
Watch out, there's an open. So leaves that 7. June 24th. Anthony had his first ever 300 game, and Mom was working at the same bowling center, was behind the desk, just couldn't even look when he had that 300 going. And he said when he rolled that last strike to wrap up the 300, there was Mom Nicole from Bensonhurst. He just jumped up and down and started screaming.
Yeah, at 12 years old, I don't remember my high game. My 300 game came at the age of 18.
Wow. It comes in high, and a 6 pin up here for Anthony. Isn't that something? 12 years old, first 300 game.
Technology's advanced. The lane patterns are much different. Surfaces are better. I mean, it's just we're evolving as a sport, and these kids are going with the groove.
Yeah, 299 games prior. Big fan of Norm Duke and Norm's trick shots. There's the 6. Mini mop takes care of it. Down 27 to Edgar Burgos from Puerto Rico, but it's a great start for each. 2-game total pinfall match. Boys U12 Gold Championship on the line. Edgar Burgos from Dorado, Puerto Rico. 193 average last season. Heading into Junior Gold Championships qualifying. He's headed to the big event in Fort Lauderdale as soon as he's done here in Indianapolis. Tournament of the Americas, held in South Florida every year. Big fan of Chris Barnes, 18-time PBA Tour champ. Edgar, off the mark this time. Wash out. 1-2-8-10.
Light in the pocket. Could have been a subtle break. Little mental lapse. Sides around 15. Oh, this one left from inside out, so right around 7, way, way off the mark. He's been right around that 10, 11, 12 mark. And that was just an execution. Physically, a little fast, a little acceleration. Crossover.
Hey, got it. What a conversion. And he loves it.
Watch this. Hits to the left of the head pin bounces back, kicks forward, and knocks out the 10 pin. 12 years old, and the amount of strength and power he can create in his legs and his ball speed.
And the presence of mind and focus to convert a very tough spare. That was impressive. 8 pin this time. You road to the finals.
You got it, Dave. Yeah, defeated Brandon Caruso 450 to 427. Brandon Bone back-to-back. Parker Bone's middle son there, Brandon Bone, 462 and 422 win. Wow. Just to give you an idea of Edgar, he averaged 222 in those matches alone. The age of 12, if I was around 170, I think I might have been happy. But average of 222 during those matches.
Edgar last year made the advancers round. And he missed the cut in his first time as junior goal back in 2014. So first time ever getting this far. Back to Anthony. High flush, all 10 down.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, I mean, both players are attacking the lanes from different angles. But if you watch where the ball is rolling at 40 feet, that's the second brown hash marker. It starts at 40 feet. It's the last 20 feet of the lane. Lane is 60 feet in length. But notice both players are hitting the same break point, sliding around 14, right around 10 at the arrows. There we have at about 33 feet, he's around board 12, and then at 40 feet, he's about 10.
Get a little bit of help he needed on that 8-pin.
Ball hits the pocket here pretty good. 5 should take out that 8-pin. It tickles it, but just not enough to knock it over. He's going to use his strike ball to make the 8-pin. Same pass to the pocket. There's that quality spare shooting he was mentioning about.
His brother Michael on the Robert Morris team out of Chicago, the national powerhouse we talked about. Another great run at the ITC in Wichita this year.
Now coming into this event, all the athletes are allowed to check 5 bowling balls. So most likely one's going to be a spare ball, and the rest is the competition bowling on a variety of patterns, but he comes up light there, 1, 2, 4, 10, and made the 1, 2, 8, 10 before. Same pattern. This one again, off his hand, left to right, way far right at the break point. Ball never picks up into a roll.
So the lead heading into the 8th at 22 pins, and we're in a 2-game total pinfall match. Tough conversion, not this time. 8-pin count, 4 and a 10 up for Edgar. Lead down to 10 pins. Things are getting interesting at the end of the first game. Still a second game to come. Total Pinfall will take home the Junior Gold Championship. We check our stat pack.
Both players in the match, 2 opens for Edgar, 1 for Anthony. The skill level of these two is very, very high. So it's a very good match up to the end. 4-7 comes up high. Left lane seems to be picking up a little bit earlier than the right lane. There is that hang spot. Both players, fresh condition, had about 10 minutes of practice to try to, what the professionals would do, break down the shot or get lined up to the pocket. He'll probably go cross lane here, switching to the urethane ball to make the 4-7.
Favorite subject in school, language arts. And favorite pizza, pepperoni, which you approved of.
Yeah, Edgar and I, we share a love for the same thing, and that's pepperoni pizza.
4-7. No! How did that not fall?
Wow.
Wobbles and somehow stays up for an open. And all of a sudden, Mastriani on the bench has a 1-pin lead.
Yeah, this is a phenomenon. The ball urethane would have a tendency to pick up, but it was going so hard and so fast, it just took the 4-pin straight back.
Oh, the guy thought he had it. And on the other end, Mastriani with a strike in the foundation frame in our 2-game total pinfall match.
Anthony's got some fans on the sidelines too. Again, both players, same breakpoint area. Anthony's definitely going more straighter and direct. 6-pin kicks in front, takes out that 10-pin. We've got ourselves a match here. He can strike out here for a game of 208. And Edgar would only strike out for 197.
That's off target though. Very light. The 1-2 could have been worse with a pin count. He's got 4 strikes in the opening game. We are playing 2 games with total pinfall to the winner.
Anthony's doing a great job of controlling the pocket. He's leaving himself makeable spare conversions. So that's exactly what you want to do. It's a medium scoring pattern, many angles you can play. If he spares here, he can strike out for 188.
Nice conversion. We both had a shell lanes in Brooklyn.
Mom and brother. He's got support on the sideline too. Fans holding up posters when he's striking. So a good East Coast base here in Indianapolis right now. Just so you know, he is a Mets fan out of New York.
I was very happy about that. All 10 down, 1-3 pocket. My brother Michael's pretty pumped up. So is Mom Nicole, just trying to keep it together emotionally in a very tight match at the end of the first game. So 188 for Michael, excuse me, Anthony. And now Edgar, the chance to finish up.
Yeah, he strikes out here, max score 197. And if he does, we've got a 9-pin match going into game number 2.
Edgar, not that pin action he was hoping for. Does get a good count of 9 with a 4 up only.
Yeah, he took the 4 straight back in the last frame. He was up in the 9th frame, but this one better on target, just around 9-8 board. You see the ball start to hook. There's that yellow pin on the bowling balls. It's migrating down the lane. Could have been the 2-4-5, but something from behind just snuck up to leave only the 4 pin. So single pin spare. He strikes on the fill ball if he makes this. A 1-pin match. 12 years old.
Has the single pin, 4-pin conversion. Now hope to fill out and get even closer to Anthony's 188 in the first game. Second game still to come here in Indy. It's going to be exciting to see who wins the boys U12 Gold Championship.
Indeed. Both boys possibly want to be professional bowlers. We've got some great stars that were here this week to bowl a pro-am with them.
Great finish for Edgar Burgos, head-to-head with Anthony Mastriani. 188-187, second game. Still to come. Edgar Sr. and Jr. will talk things over. Dad and coach will give advice. Anthony's ready for game 2 as well. Opening weekend in Indianapolis. Well, it's been a lot of fun for the bowlers, their families, coaches from all over the country. All 50 states and Puerto Rico represented. 200 participants in the Storm Pro-Am. 3,200 youth bowlers registered at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Great opening ceremonies there. USBC President Frank Wilkinson is here. Great to see Frank and his staff doing a tremendous job with this event. And has it grown, Kelly? Incredible, the numbers in the last few years.
Doubled in size in 5 years. Accreditation at USBC, all the bowling centers here in the Indianapolis area in past years.
Anthony starts game 2 and a 10-pin, a 1-pin match so far. 2-game total pinfall. And the one with the most will win it.
Absolutely, this event would not be possible too without the support of the proprietors. The volunteers, I mean, starting squads at 7 a.m. Some of the nights times they finished past the midnight hour to be back at 7 a.m. bowl the next morning. And hats off to Gary Brown, the tournament director of Junior Gold. Phenomenal job this week.
He has been a busy guy. The U12 division was added in 2014 to Junior Gold, U15 in 2012. 1,600 participants in 2011, and now, as we saw, 3,300 this year. LeBron fan, that's way off the mark, though, on a light hit that's nowhere near the pocket. Trying to get things going for Edgar in game 2. What happened here, Kelly?
Yeah, Edgar's really struggling on this right lane. It's got him baffled, I believe. But if you watch his footwork, swing goes outside of the swing slot. He gets leaped up in the air, but watch as he steps off balance there. His body's a little bit out of sorts. Swing goes inside to out and way, way off the mark there down the lane. Make will spare, though. 1, 2, 8, 9, I believe.
Can he cover? Yes, he does. Nicely. That's a nice shot. And good for his confidence. So upset he was when he realized how far out of that 1-3 pocket he was. Recent events, you see the entries, how things have just skyrocketed in this Junior Gold Championships.
98, the first time this event was held, only 538 entries. We've been in Indianapolis before. Chicago, Buffalo, Detroit, and I believe we're heading to Cleveland where
Cleveland next year.
we have a LeBron fan. I'm sure he's going to be back. This will be a yearly event on his calendar.
Now it is early, that's a year away, and hopefully Edgar competes. His dad and sister rooting him on. But maybe we set up some kind of meeting with LeBron, or maybe some of the Cavs come over and say hi to the guys.
Okay, but the professionals go first. I get to meet him first, right?
Well, that's after we get to meet him and take pictures with him, of course.
Well, I need to come earlier in the week, so if the ladies aren't competing on the ladies' professional bowling tour, I'll be here to meet LeBron myself.
Anthony, that's high, and all 10 down.
Flush,
Boy, he goes
baby.
right at that pocket, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Look at his footwork, his slide, great rotation off the hand. See the yellow grips in the ball and the yellow logo? Ball comes up high flush, goes straight off the pin deck.
One pin match. Third frame for Anthony. 10 pin.
Both boys coming out strong after that little break in between the first game.
Anna Diem won the girls out of Seminole, Florida. Last year, Amanda Najokas won the girls U12. Spencer Robarge, competing in the U15 this year, was the U12 champion a year ago in Chicago. Who's it going to be in 2016? Young guy from Brooklyn would like to win it. Single pin conversion, takes out the 10 pin with ease. And a solid start here for each in game 2. 188, 187 the first game. It's a total pinfall match. 2 games. Edgar, some trouble with the foul line. Doesn't go over the line. That's good news, and all 10 down.
You didn't know it was an aerobatic sport, did you, Dave?
Pretty athletic young guy here.
Yeah, well, he uses so much power in his legs to generate that speed and that power. This one definitely more inside, trying to go more direct at the path. Dad loves that shot right there.
Got the double. Now can expand the lead to 19 with a turkey in the 4th frame. This is the pocket. And the 1-2-8 double wood to take care of here.
Yeah, he's really trying to generate so much power again with his footwork. Hand swing. This left lane has been his daddy lane. It's been very comfortable for him, but he just pushes the ball through the front so much, doesn't quite come back. Dad's making that comment about his shoulders. Might have been a little bit over rotation. At this young age, Dave, you want to get the kids to throw the ball very hard. It's an advantage at this youthful age level to really generate a lot of speed and a lot of power. It will grow with them as their body starts to get older and mature, and they have the growth spurts going along with it. So, and ball speed, as we know, is an asset on both the men's and ladies tour right now. Just a 1-pin difference from the first game.
Anthony, 4th frame, cross it over. Almost a Brooklyn strike for the kid from Brooklyn. I mean, that's appropriate, right?
Yeah, I guess the Brooklyn people say it's Jersey. Jersey say it's Brooklyn.
Right.
But this one just definitely left off his hand inside target. Head pin could have bounced off, took out the 10 pin, just left the 6 by itself.
Almost. So you just can't, if you're from Brooklyn and you have a Brooklyn strike, you have to say it's a Jersey strike?
That's what I've been told.
Okay. But you only say Brooklyn. You're from Jersey. So.
You know, being in the politics right now, I'm going to say none of the above. Vote for letter C.
There's 6 on lane 6. Nice job for Anthony.
Now, he is a Mets fan, but on the football side of it, NFL, come on, Dave, what has he got? Jets or Giants?
Jets.
He's a Jets fan.
Jets.
Wow, the road to the finals. Defeated Alexander Horton 347-272. Jordan Malott, the son of Wes Malott, professional bowler on the men's tour. And then Alexander Horton again. Double bracket elimination.
So 2 sons of big PBA superstars, and Parker Bowman III and Wes Malott trying to get to TV show. Stopped.
Yeah, he plowed his way through some pretty top competitors to put himself in this position right now.
There's the 8 single pin conversion. Down by 8 pins, midway point, game 2. First game for Anthony, 188-187 over Edgar. 2-game match, total pinfall. We'll determine our champion today here in Indianapolis. Ball 10 down for Edgar.
Better shot in that right lane. Now he seems to get the right lane. He was struggling on it earlier where he was coming light, not even hitting the head pin out to the right. But he got control of his footwork. He's able to stick the balance at the foul line. Right about board 10, both players going very direct. Edgar's just got a little bit more ball speed, more rotation, but both controlling the pocket very well.
Four pin for Edgar. Starts up school again in Puerto Rico on August 27th. He said he'd like nothing more than to bring home that U12 Gold Championship trophy to the island, celebrate with family and friends there.
Yeah, both parents, you know, getting in the car, driving their sons, or flying to these locations for them to compete and get all this experience. Anthony has a JB title. He competes in the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. Edgar down south, where he's around.
Four pin. Setting us up for a dramatic finish. The boys U12 Gold Championship match in Indianapolis. Who's it going to be, Mastriani or Burgos? Stay with us and find out. Want to compete with friends on national TV? The 2017 USA Bowling National Championships will be held in Cleveland, Ohio. Regional events are held in 16 centers across the country beginning this fall. Contact your local center for details about leagues and to find a regional tournament near you. Visit bowl.com/USA Bowling for more information. Moving ahead, the Junior Gold U12 Boys Championship match in Indy.
Dad's encouraging him on. You know, the parents throw the ball just as the kids do. Yeah, we're starting to feel a little pressure now. Anthony's down going into these last few frames. Gets up into the approach. That one way, way left off his target, very much far inside. Right around board 15, 37 feet. High leaves the 10-pin spare, but for those people out there, those indicator marks, 34 to 37 feet. Then there's a 3-foot gap between the next two, from 40 to 43 feet. So players use them as targeting methods.
Converts the spare to keep things interesting into the foundation frame, and no room for error now for Anthony. Tulsa's favorite subject is math. He needs some 10s right now. That's the number he needs.
Yes, he does.
Some strikes to wrap this thing up and put the pressure on Edgar Burgos. Not this time. Leaves the 2-pin.
Not too bad, comes up light. Because of the lower rotation that Anthony has, the ball needs to pick up sooner. So he's got to really be smart with his play all over the lane.
They told us pre-match how great he's been with the spares throughout this event. Converts a big one there.
Yeah, really, if you go back to Anthony, he's only had 2 opens in these 2 games. He missed a single pin spare earlier in game number 1, and during the break he left a really tough break, leaving the 4-9.
Foundation frame for Edgar now. This young man's excited.
Wow.
All 10 down, and what a reaction as he gets closer to a championship.
Yeah, he's been high, high, high on this right side lane. Just tries to throw it harder. That's how I feel when I need a strike too. Can't quite do those emotions, but spectacular reaction.
That's what we need, just the mark. 5-pin. So here, Dad, Edgar Sr. trying to root that. Messenger ought to take out the 5.
Don't take this for granted. Needs a mark.
For a championship. He's got it. The spare and the Junior Gold Championship. to Edgar Burgos from Puerto Rico. What a moment for that family.
Father and sister looking on. I got goosebumps watching that reaction.
Nothing like it. Well, the 187 game one and a 205 in the second. This is a really tough time for Anthony. Realizes he's lost. He'll try to finish it up. Hold back the tears here. It's not easy.
Anthony U12, a phenomenal two-game match. You kept clean. The breaks just did not fall your way. He's going back to Brooklyn, New York with his head held high. Nothing but wonderful things to praise about this young man.
No question. Bowled so well. And Mom Nicole, a lot to celebrate. It's just so tough for these young guys to wrap it up when.
Absolutely. You think about the people he defeated to get here, what he accomplished and achieved. Again, only 2 opens in 2 games. First time on national television. I'm sure we're going to see him at the under U12 division. He's got to the age of 20, 8 more years. I'm sure we're going to see him back in this TV format again.
Tears of joy on the other side. And phone calls home to Puerto Rico. Sister Yarelis, the bowler at Norfolk State, is spreading the word right now. Anthony Mastriani, not quite good enough, but some great bowling. Edgar Burgos wins the second game, 205, 179, and the total pinfall, 392, 367. He is the 2016 Boys U12 Junior Gold Champion. Edgar Burgos out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, a winner today. Frank Wilkinson, the USBC, Bill and Barb Chrisman from Storm congratulate our winners, Hannah Diem and Edgar Burgos, as they take home the 2016 Junior Gold U12 Championships. Congratulations to Hannah and Edgar, winners of the Junior Gold U12 Championships. Join us next Tuesday, August 2nd at 7:30 Eastern for the Junior Gold U15 Championships. For Kelly Kulick and the entire CBS Sports Network crew, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from the Junior Gold U12 Championships in Indianapolis. In association with the United States Bowling Congress, it's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. 2 junior bowlers win national championships today.